You got to track your macros in order to get jacked. You got to track your macros in order to get a six-pack. Well, they're right, but what is a macronutrient? What's up, guys? I'm Austin Hancock. What I'm gonna show you guys is what is a macro? What's a macronutrient? They tell you all the time. Let's break it down. A lot of people don't even know what it is, so we're gonna break it down super simple. Watch this whole video, make sure you hit the like button, and if you got a question, make a comment. What better way to show you guys how to track your macros while I make my lunch right here? The only thing you're gonna need is a food scale and MyFitnessPal app. And you don't need MyFitnessPal app in order to track your actual macros, but it does make it a lot easier. So let me show you what it looks like just in case you don't know. It's gonna look something like this, okay? So based on this is a 2,000 calorie diet. Now I have not logged this. I typically don't log this anymore, but this is an amazing tool for you guys to start tracking your calories, protein, carbohydrates, and fats. That's your macros right there, all right? And in order to lose weight, in order to lose fat, you need to be on a calorie deficit. That means you're burning more calories than you're consuming. So if I wanted to lose weight, let's say I was on a 2,000 calorie diet and I wanted to drop it down because I wanted to lose fat, I would go to an 1,800 calorie diet and eating less than I'm burning. Let's say I'm just burning every single day, my average median calories, right? What I'm burning on average is 2,000 calories. In order to lose weight, I would be on an 1,800 calorie diet. We can make a whole nother video about that, but let's talk about what is a macro and how we're doing it. Well, a macro is a protein, a fat, or a carbohydrate. And then the king daddy of them all is the total calories. There's different calories that are in each macro. But let me show you an example right here on this egg. So we got liquid egg whites. Super simple, super low calorie for a very high protein exchange. And you can see right here, 25 calories per 3 tablespoons, and that equals roughly 5 grams of protein. And so the way I do these is I just typically measure them in a cup. And what you're gonna do is on your app, you can convert them from 3 tablespoons, because over here also, instead of using the tablespoon measurement, you would use the grams. So 46 grams, well, when you go over to your app over here, which I'll log it right now so I can show you, liquid egg whites. 1 cup. Well, how did we do this? Well, we said number of servings 1, and we said serving size. We chose cup. Okay, we could have chose tablespoons. We could have chose 44 mil, whatever this is. But we chose, it's in this, we chose cup. Exit that back out. Boom. So 1 cup, 1 serving is 133 calories, and it is 0 carbohydrates, 0 fats, and 26.7 grams of protein. Some may argue that, hey, you're not gonna consume all the protein if you drink them, because I like to drink them. It makes it simple, makes it easy. I don't have to think about it. I can put it into a protein shake and then I can get even more. But the reality is, I do feel better when I cook them. So typically what I'll do is I'll do 2 eggs, whole eggs. Now when you have the yolk, you guys gotta remember those are fats. So you're gonna have a lot of fat in those yolks. But I'll do 2 whole eggs for the flavoring, and then I'll do half of a cup of the egg white. You guys can look that up and see what that comes out to for your macros. But let's dive into what I'm gonna make for lunch. What I'm gonna make for lunch is lean ground beef, which is over here already pre-cooked. This is from the other day. Looks kind of gross. All food usually does. And potatoes, right? Good old golden potatoes. Yum. Thanks to my lovely bride holding the camera. This is a super hack, okay? So pay attention. Put the bowl on the scale before we turn it on. Whoa, what's that gonna do? It zeroes it out. Cool? Now, are we measuring grams? You can change it over here. Fluid ounces, milliliters, pounds. We're going to grams, all right? While I track this whole thing. So we're gonna get out our shovel. So our mouth shovel. So how many grams of potatoes do I want? Let's say I want, boom, 91. Nope, I want more than that. We're gonna do 200. See, when I'm talking about getting that close and that accurate and how you can measure it and you can actually control your food, what is that? 200 grams of potatoes. Got a little extra right there. Now, check out this hack. Turn it off, turn it on, we're 0. Now we're gonna measure our meat. Now what you would have done is you would have logged the potatoes in here, 200 grams of the potatoes, and we're gonna show you after I'm done with it. 200 grams of potatoes, and let's see. Let's do 200, let's see what we wanna do on our meat. On our meat, we're gonna change it from grams to ounces. Should have done that first. Not fluid ounces, but to ounces. Nope, I missed it. There it is. So we got 3.1 ounces here. You're gonna need more than that. You know when they ask you at a steakhouse, they say, well, would you like the 8-ounce filet? Or would you like the 6-ounce filet? The 12-ounce filet? Concept is right here. I'm probably just gonna finish all this beef because this is what's left. Now, normally you're gonna portion this out per your calories. Let's go with just round numbers for you guys. The example here is to be on point and on to the gram or to the ounce. 6 ounces of meat, 200 grams of potatoes, let's microwave it. While I microwave it, I'm gonna show you and I'm gonna load it into the app so you can know exactly what we're consuming here. Now, ideally you would have wanna done this in reverse. You wanna know what your calories are that you need to hit so that you can hit that point, right? But I'm showing you guys exactly how it breaks down in reverse. Look, I know what you're thinking. Well, microwaves, it's not probably the best for you. Everybody talking about microwaves, everybody's talking about healthy this, healthy that, what works. And I would argue that, yeah, I agree, microwaves probably aren't the best tool. Should probably do something like an oven, especially because I'm here, or a stove, oven, do it on the stove. But simplicity is key. Simplicity is key, especially when you're starting out. Don't overcomplicate it. I'm gonna make an entire video to finally put the argument of healthy versus getting a result away, right? That's why I had this Diet Coke out, right? What is healthy? Oh, is a Diet Coke healthy? Probably not healthy. But being fat and being overweight is not healthy either. And there's a lot of other things that these healthy people are doing that aren't healthy. You ever see those like memes of a girl that's like, I'm doing my skincare routine, I'm eating healthy, I cut out seed oils and then goes and gets Botox? Same shit goes for guys too, you know? All right, bowl's hot, it's already microwaved, super simple. You know, one thing I did say about doing this, see, listen, it's just a sauce, right? And this is a low calorie, this is the no sugar added. You can see it, low calorie. I'm not a huge guy when it comes to counting sauces that are already low calorie. Obviously mustard, if you guys didn't already know, 0 calories. But when you're adding like some freaking sugary sauces, like some people buy, you're definitely gonna have to track that because you'll just be like, with the sauce. And the next thing you know, you added 250 calories of sauce. But look what I did here. Look how much actual freaking ketchup I have in the damn thing. I'm not gonna add that. I'm not gonna add that. You know, I wouldn't add a cut up tomato. It's here nor there. Just giving you guys an example. Tastes like a hamburger, super easy. All right, let's load our macros into our calculator. Should have done this in reverse. That's all right. The point is for you guys to get the point. Ground beef, 85% lean, 15% fat. Boom, 87% lean cooked. Got it. We're gonna go with ounces. How many ounces do we have, guys? I'm gonna go to 1 ounce because I'm gonna change the servings, okay? Because we had 6 ounces. We added it, food logged. Now next one, golden potato, boom, right there. I'm not gonna do this, I'm gonna go just a, oh, this is funky one. 1 gram, yes. So how many grams did we have? 200 grams, right? So we logged it, food logged. Go out, lunch, 574 total calories. Then, since I haven't logged any other meals today, this is the reason I haven't, so you guys can see it. This will show you your actual macro breakdown. So how many calories are in this? We already talked about that. How many carbs are in this? 35 carbs, 26 grams of fat, and 45 grams of protein. Okay? This tells me a percentage based on what I'm trying to hit for the day. Let's go to my total overview. It says I'm on a roll. 2,000 calories is my goal for the day. Total calories that I put in here, which is just that one meal, is 574. That dishwasher is super loud, but ignore it. So if this would tell me up here, it says 2,000 calories, I've only this one meal is 574 calories. I still have 1,426 calories to consume. Let's dive into it, what that looks like. This is how many I have. So my goal is to hit 250 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs, and 89 grams of fat. Now this was one of my last clients. He likes a higher fat calorie. I would switch this around. So this is just what was left in my phone. For most of you guys out there, you should probably be around 2,000 calories. You should probably be at 40% of your carbohydrates, 40% of your protein, and then the remaining should be your fats. But this is gonna log and show you everything. That is the end of my what is a calorie video. If you guys watched this video and you liked it, please make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ask any questions you got below, and don't forget, what is a macro? A macro is protein, fats, carbohydrates. You can break it down. That's what the back of every one of these packages and containers has. Look at this beautiful Diet Coke. It's 0 calorie. It's got 0 carbs, it's got 0 sugar, 0 protein. It's pretty much nothing. It's absolutely free for me to drink. So for all of you soda lovers, just switch to diet or 0 calories. It's super easy. And this is the main thing that's important about tracking macros is you're learning how to count your calories. I'm an entrepreneur, like your bank account, right? So as a business owner, you think about your bank account. If you don't set a budget for yourself, you're just gonna spend $5,000 when you only make $2,000 a month. Same concept as this. You make $2,000 a day and you can only spend up to the $2,000 a day. Your objective should be to hit that $2,000 a day. Now we're talking calories. Your objective should be to get to the 2,000 calories a day. And a lot of people will be like, well, especially women, will be like, oh, I'm under, I ate only 1,000 calories, so why am I not losing weight? Well, that's because one day you ate 1,000 calories, the next day you ate 2,500 calories, the next day you ate 500 calories, and the next day you ate 3,000 calories. The consistency is what is so important here. When you have the consistency, what you're doing is you're stoking a fire. It's like an engine on a train. When you're putting, back in the day, you put wood in it so it would burn, right? So you're stoking this fire, that engine gets warmer and warmer and warmer, and then it just keeps going, you get more power. So every single day, you keep hitting 2,000 calories, your body's like, heck yeah, boom, boom, boom. It knows what to expect, it has predictability, it's not shocked all the time, and then when you wanna drop it down and you wanna lose some weight, all you gotta do is go from 2,000 calories a day to 1,800 calories a day for 30, 60 days. Your body will transform, guaranteed, as long as you stay in it and as long as you track it. And that's how to track and what a macro is. Like I said, if you guys like the channel, make sure you hit the like button. See you on the next one.